If now, then when. People waited, hesitated, procrastinated, only to come up short, only to not make the decision, only to live a life unfulfilled, without the happiness, without the joy, without the peace of mind, without achieving any goals, the life they want to live, the things they want in life, the great house, the great family life. At some point, a decision has to be made. A commitment has to become set. A sacrifice has to be made. Now, for me, what I've done is just to go. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know what I want to do, and I'm just going to go for it. The hardest part about just going after my dreams, going after my goals, is starting. Take the first step. You can't complete a marathon without the first step. The challenge with it is how to maintain comfortability, confidence, self-esteem, mental fortitude, strength to continue on. It's always going to be scary. It's always going to be uncertain. And that's a part of the adventure. It's a part of the journey. How many times we watch movies where you don't know where it's going to lead? The main character is forced to make a move, to make something happen for herself. One step will always lead to the next one. Just start. That's all it takes. And work on it every day. Don't stop, don't quit, don't give up, don't talk bad to yourself. Those all become real the moment you start doing that. The moment you start believing your doubts and your hesitations and your limits is the moment you defeat yourself. There's many opportunities in my life where I was able to see an opportunity, but not take action. And later on, someone else comes up with it. One example was when I was a kid, I was making certain types of beats. I was a DJ. I like to make music. And so I got into production as one of the first businesses I started as a kid. And the style of music was different from what was going on at that time. And everyone told me it sucked. No one's going to like it. No one's going to listen to it. Over time, it grew. And I was able to make a living off of it. And that's how I supported myself one of the ways through college. You don't know where it's going to end up. But one of the things that I learned is even if you're ahead of the curve, there's a lag time before people catch up to what you're doing. So it's important to start doing now and just keep at it. Let timing take care of itself. Let the stars align for itself. Nothing comes overnight, and that's okay. It's the ability to be committed and stick to the process, trust the process, and stay on top of what you're trying to achieve. Don't hesitate, or at least don't give in to the hesitation. The moment you realize you're hesitating, it's the moment you got to make a decision. Do I really want this or do I not really want this? And how do you decide on that? What's the sacrifice you're going to have to make to actually make this come true? Because one of the things that I've learned, and I've learned this time and time again, is you have to be willing to let go of what you have in order to grab on to what you want in the future. You can't live in the present state. And what I mean by that is in mindset. Your mindset should be focused on the future, where you want to be. And you make your decisions now and live your life according to that direction. Now, it's not an easy thing to do as well. There's always going to be some type of struggle. Going back to the movie metaphor, it's like the hero's journey. He knows what he wants, but he doesn't know the in-between. And that's where you take the steps and you try to figure out, put the pieces of the puzzle together to get to that end outcome. Now, when it comes to life, what are you going to choose to do? What do you want to do? What are you willing to give up in order to get what you want? One of the things I gave up is having a W-2 job. Why? Because I want to build a business. I want to build a business that impacts others, that helps other people out. And this is me coming from a job where I worked 18 years in. A career that I had for 18 years, I built up a really great reputation of execution, strategy, the ability to be a team player and collaborate. But the challenge in it is I hit a glass ceiling. The glass ceiling is, what more can I do? It's unfulfilling now, even though the purpose is really great. But how is it fulfilling on a personal level for me now? Don't see I can make a greater impact, can expand my reach and my ability to help others and to serve others. And so I'm challenged with the idea of, should I go back to work? Now, the reason why I'm willing to let go of the W-2 is because I got hurt. I got injured, and most of what I do requires the use of my hands. Now I'm dealing with issues with my hand, and I can't use them like I used to. I'm turning 40, and all the 40-year-olds, all the elders in my life told me after 40 years old, all the problems start showing up. And so this is probably the challenge for me to be able to use these. And now what does that mean? I have to let go of what I was doing, let go of the ability to create income and create a job through manual labor, and start using other abilities that I have, which includes my ability to speak and communicate. It also includes my ability to be creative, to imagine, and to initiate different strategies. So it's shifting, letting go of the manual labor to do something that's a little bit more creative. Now, does that align with my purpose? Yes, it does. Because what I did before was make medicines for people to get better. Now, I'm creating an opportunity for myself where I could speak and help others get better as well. I think it's important, if you're not going to make the decision to go after what you want now, when will you? I prolonged this enough time for myself, and I don't want people to prolong them. That I don't want people to take that same timeline for them to make a change. So the opportunity for me is to rip the Band-Aid off. Say, okay, if we're gonna do this, let's do it all in. I'm not gonna stop, I'm not gonna quit. At least I gave it my all to go forward. And that's what is one of the most gratifying things that I'm experiencing right now. Yes, it's uncertain. Yes, it's scary. Even right now when I'm talking to you through this camera, my heart's pounding, trying to understand and grasp the concept in my logic. Is this gonna work out? I don't know, but I'm going for it. A good 6 months every day is all I can ask for. It's all I can do. Is this helpful to what my purpose is? Now, I believe people are purpose, and they're just trying to find ways to use that purpose. And so that's where it comes down to, okay, what was I doing before? Now, how could I help people through a different method? But you can't sit back. You can't wait for things to happen and for people to present the opportunities for yourself in life. You have to know who you are, be comfortable in who you are, be confident in who you are, and then make the decision and take the step forward. Decision doesn't mean anything until you start taking action. And when it comes to your dreams and goals, don't wait. Don't sit back. They don't just show up on your doorstep fully fleshed out with all the results. They show up as an opportunity, as a whisper, to be able to say, hey, you could create impact here. You could do what you want here. You could get the results you want here. But it's important to do the work. And everything you may choose to go after in life, go do it all in. But no, you don't have to do it at the point where you burn yourself out. You could take action every day. You could work on it 1 hour every day. And that's okay, that's good. It's an opportunity to grow, to learn, to expand. And that's the whole point of life. I hope you go make the decision to build what you want for yourself, to not build for other people, to not build for other people's opinions. Build it for yourself because it's truly what you want to do and it means something to you. I'll check you later. Be easy.